Hey everyone, welcome to the 10 Invest channel. So this week I posted a stock video with two stocks, Aegis Logistics and Wheels India. So in fact, in case you watched it, do let me know your thoughts on those videos. If you haven't, do check them out. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how I create a watch list, of 50 stocks and how I scan them very quickly every week. Sometimes I get 100 stocks as well, but I scan them really quick and really fast. So, and it takes probably 10 to 15 minutes every weekend for me, to take them, put them, and to complete the entire process probably takes me an hour or so. So today in this video, the objective would be to teach you how to find stocks reversing from long-term parallel channels and using my charting weekly scanner, and then how do we take that and put it in trading view and how do we scan them quickly. So remember, reversal setups are the best setups in terms of risk reward. And if you find a stock reversing from a long-term channel, then you can actually end up making some really good money. So before we start looking at the process, if you do like my videos and if you've been with me for some time, don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel as well. So this process that I'm going to describe to you today is a three-step process. The first step would be to look at the scanner and then see what are the stocks. And the second step would be to import those stocks into TradingView. It just takes 10 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, the entire process 5 minutes. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes. And then we'll go through the stocks quickly and see how I would look at those stocks and how I would see which stocks actually are setting up really well. Okay, so let's start with the first step. The first step is I'm going to show you the scanner that I use every week. So the scanner that I use every week is here, you see here, and this scanner is on the weekly time frame and it provides me all stocks that are turning bullish on the weekly charts. So weekly charts are long-term charts, and it considers, so this is CCA 34, so it considers at least more than a half year time period. So 34 is the indicator, 34 is the time period that I choose, which means 34 weeks of data, which is what I'm looking at. And it tells me all the stocks that are turning bullish on the weekly time frame. And the indicator is CCA 34, as I mentioned. And if the indicator value crosses 100, if you see here, if you go to edit, and if you click on filters, and if indicator value crosses 100, that means the stock is turning bullish, and it shows up in my scanner. Okay, so today is the 23rd of July. So I'm just going to go back, just refresh this. So today is the 23rd of July, and I have 51 stocks around in the scanner, right? So if you have to use TradingView on this, you have to switch back and forth to keep checking each and every stock. So I'll just show you a quick technique of how to import this, which is the second step. So, and here you can also sort your stocks by market cap, and here I usually sort them by market cap here first. So let's sort this by large caps. So large caps are showing first, and if you see this week I also posted ICICI Bank, and that's why I posted ICICI Bank, because it came in my screener again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is download the set of stocks in an Excel sheet first, and once you download, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So if you see there's a download button over here, so you just click on the download and it'll download this in Excel sheet and it will show up in your browser. So you should see it here, and then I've already downloaded this Excel sheet, and if you open the Excel sheet, it should look something like this, right? So once you have this downloaded in the Excel sheet, so what you need to do is you have columns A, B. So A shows the date, B shows the symbol, C shows the current price. So between B and C, I want you to add two columns. Okay, so we're going to add a column before, and again click on that C, and again add a column before. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply add a comma in column C, only in the first row, and in column D, I'm going to merge column B and C. So if you know Excel, you know that concatenate is a function that you can use. So I'm going to use equal to, concatenate, and then you choose this one, so column B, and you choose also column C, and you press enter. Oops, sorry, just give me a sec. So again, let's do this. So use concatenate. So then you open the brackets and then you use column B, then you put a comma, and then you column C, right? Now you get Page Industries. So what I'm going to do now is select these two columns or rows and just drag this till the last column, right? So now there are 51 stocks over here, and ideally I should have this in all, or you can just select these two, click on all of this and just do Control V, right? Or you just drag them. right? So whatever it is. So ensure that you have command on all the in the entire column here, and then you just drag it and you will have this sheet. Now what I want to do is click on this page industries, which is column D2, and then scroll right to the bottom, click on this, do a control C, basically copying this entire data, and I want you to switch to trading view again. So we go back to trading view again. So we go back to this browser. I'm going back to trading view. I'm going to create a new watch list. So in case you don't know how to create a watch list, you click on this drop down over here. So I hope you can see it. Yes. So you click on this drop down over here, create a new list. Right now, let's name this my first watch list in case you've not done it with me yet. Right. So click on this, click on save, and you will see this over here. Okay. Now what I want you to do next is click on the plus button, and you'll see add symbol, and just do a control V, a simple control V. And now press enter. Don't do anything. After you paste the content, just press an enter, and you will see all the stocks listed in your watch list. Now there were 51 stocks, and I added the 51 stocks in just a few minutes into my watch list. Now all you have to do is go to the monthly charts or weekly charts. So I prefer weekly charts, and you have to start scanning one by one. So let's start from the small caps. So small caps, which means it will be right at the bottom because I sorted it by market cap. So start from the bottom and you start going one by one. Now, if you see Autoline Industries, right, you can also switch the monthly charts. Now, Autoline Industries, for me, it's breaking out from a long-term downtrend, in my opinion. So if we just take this trend line, connect this trend line, and you see Autoline Industries is a very good stock, in my opinion. The fundamentals, I'm not sure how it is, but from a technical perspective, this stock is definitely something that you need to consider and you need to add it to your watch list, right? So if you look here, we've had almost 1 year of consolidation, 1 year of sideways, and this is definitely heading for a good move. Now remember, if you want to really look at the fundamentals of the company, all you have to do is go to screen note in, type this company, Auto and Industries, and just take a look at few things. ROC should be positive, ROE should be positive, stock P should be positive as well. Obviously, if ROC is positive and ROE is positive, which means earnings are there, so RP will be positive as well. Now take a look at, next thing what you want to take a look at is the sales and profit growth. Now if you look at the sales and profit growth here, it is 8% and 27%. So definitely for me, it has a very good growth. And if you look at since 2011, the stock has been, it hit a low of sales of 316 to 85, and again it's hit a high. So for me, probably Autoline Industries has bottomed out from a fundamental and a technical perspective, and it's probably one of the good bets to take for coming months and years. So the market cap is just 300 crores, so very good, excellent bet from my opinion, right? So that's the first one. Next one is SDBL. So for me, this stock, I would not look at this because the stock has already had a very strong move up. One of the things that you could do is look at the daily charts and see if you want to trade a short-term momentum. Also, you can also do a long-term trade if you want, but right now this also looks good for a short-term momentum trading. So if you look, this is probably contracting, and we had a base here. So keep a stop loss of 68 and you buy at current market price. Right now it's hitting 2 days of upper circuit. So if in case you get a chance, you can add, but stop loss for me will be around 64 levels, which is low. Next, move to next stock, which is Thainwala Chemicals. Now again, this is kind of consolidating. You can probably take entry because it looks like a long-term trend line reversal. So yeah, definitely looks like a long-term trend line reversal. So if it kind of breaks out from this point, then it's definitely a good long-term bet, right? Now this is how I scan for long-term stocks. DCB Bank. So again, this stock looks like in a long-term correction consolidation. But what I would be looking for is if I connect this point and this point, probably that point and that point, it looks like again a long-term trend line reversal from that channel, right? So if you switch to the daily charts here or weekly charts here, you will see that stock is also breaking out. So this is a similar setup to PC Jewelers that we had. So in case you're interested, you can buy the stock currently. I'm not sure again how the technicals are, fundamentals are, but also it looks like a breakout from the it's forming a very strong base on weekly charts and breaking out. So if we kind of take out this week's high, or if we take out even highs of 92 levels, then we're heading to probably levels of 120, 130. It could be a good short-term trade as well. So remember, banking stocks are doing well overall. So Dawat is the next stock. Again, this is consolidating. You see all the stocks are probably heading higher, and that's why it's showing up in my scanner. Now, if you had wanted to catch Dawat, it was the best time I was here. I remember posting this last year on 30 levels. It did well, and again, it's trying to break out of all-time highs. Still a good stock to buy. Omex is something I do not consider, because this stock is very erratic. It has had this very strong fall. It's again trying to consolidate. The move also has been not very, very straight, so I would not consider this for now. Federal Bank. Excellent setup. If you look, this is a long-term here breakout here, and Federal Bank is one of the best banks, or good banks in the banking space. So you can take a look at this, and all you have to do is keep doing this, every now and then. So Chand again looking good. It is formed a base here probably, so probably time to take a very first position. So now remember, when you're looking at stock which is just breaking out from a long-term base and reversing, take a small position, and then once they start heading higher, then increase your positions in that stock. ITI is again looking good. So all these stocks for me are looking good, right? TPL Plastics, I'm not sure which company is this, but again a company to look forward to, because it looks like one dip is done and now it's again heading higher, right? Coal India looks like a long-term breakout here. If you just take this line, you connect this line, you see it's kind of long-term reversal. Again, probably there's chance of this heading higher. Russell India, again, it has had already a long-time breakout. I remember posting this in one of my newsletters last year, and again it might just head higher from here. Seshai Papers looks brilliant. So we had this breakout here, and again the stock is now not taking a breakout. It looks one of the stocks that I would consider if I were an investor. So Tata Consumers, again, we had a very, so Tata Coffee, I'm sorry about that. So Tata Coffee, we had a breakout and it just consolidated. Now this is an excellent stock because it had a breakout and it's just consolidating above the breakout area, right? So for me, this is a stock probably that I would consider as well. So Petronet, if you look at this stock, so these are kind of stocks that I want you to look at, right? Because these are excellent risk reward from from that perspective, because it has reversed twice and it is again reversing here for the third time. And I remember I posted a beautiful explanation of this chart on my Twitter. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter, do follow. I do post a lot of charts. So for me, this is an excellent bet, a long-term bet with stop at 190. You can literally expect this stock to head towards levels of 400 levels in the next 2-3 years. Okay, so moving on forward, Sangvi Movers again looks like one dip is done, so probably we're heading higher again. Now this also, in spite of the market correction, this has been just sideways. So this is another stock that you want to look at. Shanti Gears. Now how easy is this, right? So you just have to take everything, put it here, and you just go through each stock. Now this is again another good stock, ARBL. I posted this multiple times. Again, an excellent stock to look forward to. Aegis Logistics, I did post this video this week. The reason is because of that reversal that I saw, and the company is pretty good. The margins have been improving very well, and that's why I posted that stock. Bell, again, an excellent stock. NATV, it's moving higher after this retest of the zone. Again, if you get a chance, NDTV is probably a good momentum trade to look at. Wait for a reversal before you buy. Again, Uttam Sugar, we had a breakout here, and again we retested the breakout zone, and again we're heading higher. Probably there's a lot good potential here, but for me, the sugar stocks, they're very volatile, and it just doesn't. I do it more for a momentum trade, but from investing, it just takes a lot of guts to hold such stocks. They're correcting 50-60%. Unichem is in a long-term uptrend. Again, probably this first dip is done, and it's probably heading higher. West Coast, it has already moved pretty strong. So here, probably time to consider. Like Seshai, this also might do well. Rama Steel's Tube, this is again a strong consolidation on the monthly charts. So you see, we had inside bar, not an inside bar, but almost a very tight consolidation in the last, since the last 7 months, and now it's time to head higher again. GE Ship, a beautiful long-term setup here. Again, something that you want to consider. Now remember that there are multiple stocks, and you might find it difficult to invest in each and every stock. So yeah, you don't have to invest in every stock. You don't have to play every breakout out there. Focus on stocks which have strong sales, strong growth, and then look at them. Tejas looks amazing, looks a beautiful consolidation there. So probably there's some more moves left in Tejas here. Suntech looks excellent. Now these are stocks that I'd be really interested from an investment perspective, because they are breaking out here and they might never come back to those levels again. Okay, just see if there's a fundamental support reason there, then you might actually do it. So this is too extended for me. I'll leave it out for now. Again, this is again a breakout. GHCL, we're seeing a breakout and it's consolidating there. It's probably too extended, so you have to be a little careful if you buy. And that's why I prefer stocks like ARBL, Wheels India, Aegis Logistics, because they are all close to the long-term channels and they might do well, and they have a potential of giving good risk rewards. So this is again another setup here. It has formed a nice base over here, and it's again heading higher. Wheels India, one of the reasons I posted is because trendline reversals happened there, long-term channels, so it has not extended. It has a very good potential to give good returns. ICICI Bank, I did post about this today. We had a nice time correction, and now again we're heading higher. So again, beautiful chart setup. Tata Consumer Products, again, nice consolidation there. We saw demand over here in the lower wicks over here. The stock is again heading higher. So I can keep going through all of them, but I think, yeah, we don't have to do it. A few other stocks is Gillette. Gillette looks excellent. If we consider that as a channel top over there, this is channel bottom, and it might head higher again here. So I'll leave you, with this short learning that I gave you today. Thermex, again, a beautiful example, and it had a kind of a very long time correction, 2007, 2020, and now it's time for the stock to give you some decent good gains. So yeah, I'll leave you here with this learning. It's pretty easy to take all the stocks that you have in your watch list, just dump it down here and just quickly go through them, scan them, especially on daily charts. It's a pretty very easy thing to do, and get some really good setups for trading. So I'll do a separate video on how to scan stocks for short-term trades using the daily scanner that I have. Okay, but I want you to let me know if you like this video. Only then probably it makes sense to the other video. I want some motivation as well. Been doing a lot of good videos for you. So that's it from me. I'll leave you here. Take care, stay safe, and trade safe. Until I see you in another video. Bye bye.